You've made it to part 2 of the challenge. We're winding the clock forward and bringing ourselves to the here and now. We all have little problems in our lives, but we can use invention to solve them. You can find great ideas everywhere. You just need to look closely. Pause on this slide and have a look at these brilliant and bonkers inventions by our chief inventor, Dominic Wilcox. His ideas are sure to inspire you. Dominic notices little problems in our daily lives and thinks up ways to make them better or more fun. He sketches down the ideas in his notebook or on whatever piece of paper he has. It's a great way to start inventing. Michigan is a hub of manufacturing. That's just a long word for making things. Michigan's history in making cars still lives on today. It is still the state's biggest manufacturing industry, employing many, many thousands of people. Maybe some of your parents, neighbors, or family work within the automotive industry. How many manufacturers do you think there are in Michigan today? A. 550. B. 3,700. C. 12,300. Pause the slide before I tell you the answer. The correct answer is C. 12,300 manufacturers are here in Michigan today. Let's get started with an activity. With all those car parts already being made in Michigan, can you think of other ways those car parts might be used? Cut out the car parts in front of you, rearrange them, and stick them down to invent something new. Before you begin, here's an example. Give your invention a name and think about what it could be used for. Don't forget, it can be something useful, clever, or just totally bonkers. What will you create? Michigan doesn't only make all things cars, it also makes some tasty snacks. Can you name these 3 foods made in Michigan? Pause the slide now before I tell you the answer. Okay, here they come. Number 1, Bumpy Cake. Number 2, Superman Ice Cream. And number 3, the Coney Island Hot Dog. Yummy! People are all different, and those differences are what make people so interesting and the world such an exciting place. Everybody has different needs, from doctors to soccer players, ballerinas to babies. With your class, share and write down what you think many of these different people or animals might need to help them. When you're finished, have a look at some of our ideas on the next slide. Did you come up with any different ones or any the same? Pause the slide now. Here are our ideas. Did you come up with any different ideas or any of the same ideas? There are so many possibilities, as everyone in the world has many little problems in their lives that need to be solved. This is a great starting point for an ingenious invention. So far, we've learned all about the inventors of the past. But what about the inventors of today? Inventors come in all shapes and sizes. Anyone can be an inventor at any age. Meet Peyton here, age 10, from Warren, Michigan. She was one of the challenge winners from our MISD Space Challenge back in 2022. She invented the amazing weather box. Peyton says, the weather box helps people in space feel at home for only $100. Press the cold, warm, or hot button and you can feel the weather in space or in your house. The weather box was brought to life by Michigan-based professors from the College for Creative Studies. Have you ever traveled to another state or even another country? Or maybe you've heard about those places from a friend or a grown-up, or even seen somewhere on TV you would like to go. The world is so varied, from the big bustling cities to deserted islands and everything in between. This means that different people all over the world have different problems and different needs. Why don't you try to name different environments or places you have been or have heard of? They can be specific, like New York, or more generic, like the rainforest. Take a look at this invention by Gruff, age 6, from London. He made this invention to help himself and others. He invented the no pollution jacket, which was brought to life by a professional artist. Gruff wants less pollution because he suffers from asthma, which is made much worse when pollution levels are high in London, the city in which he lives. Gruff's invention was inspired by the serious issue of pollution in our towns and cities, which can have very harmful effects on people's health. You can think about issues you face in your own life that you wish to solve, just like Gruff has done. It could be something like finding it hard to talk to adults or wanting to protect wildlife from road traffic. Whatever you care about matters. It's activity time again. Are you ready? In this next activity, we're going to be thinking about different people and different places and what inventing possibilities they bring. Take a look at the example on the screen to see how different it could be playing soccer in a desert compared to on the moon, and all of the problems each might face. Each of these problems is an invention opportunity. Now it's your turn. Use the Switch It cards in the activity pack to help you think of new scenarios and inventing possibilities. You can do it as many times as you'd like and keep switching the character or the place cards. Have fun!